Previously on Johnny Joystick, where you can get a special Neo Geo controller to plug into it. I think like the Neo Geo Fight Stick, which has like 20 games on it, it came out a while back, also works as a controller. I can't afford that. They're like $120. God damn it.
Neo Geo, Neo Geo. 4 white buttons and 2 joysticks. Neo Geo, Neo Geo. Cool red cabinet, name that stick. Neo Geo, Neo Geo. 4 white buttons and 2 joysticks. Neo Geo.
Okay, welcome everybody. Today we are taking a look at the Neo Geo Arcade Stick Pro. And I'm doing this a little differently, so I apologize for the audio in this segment, as I think this is the first time I've ever done like an actual unboxing kind of thing here. I've already opened this up and taken a look at it, but we're going to go through everything in the box, and I'm going to tell you what all is actually in here and if it is worth getting in 2026. This goes for, you can get it for just around $100 now. You can find some deals on them. I found a deal on mine, and that's why I'm doing this after saying I wasn't going to. But let's see what's in there. So if we take a look on the other side of the box, you'll see we have a few things, and this is cool. If you have a Neo Geo Mini, this will work as a controller. Now, it will also work with like Android devices, PC, Switch, PlayStation, as a joystick itself. And that was the thing that really made me want to check this out for using it on other devices. And we're going to take a look at that and see how it performs as a joystick on those other devices, on the Neo Geo Mini, and by itself with the built-in games, because this will plug in via HDMI directly to your TV. And as you can see on the box, it says it has 20 Neo Geo titles preloaded. This was true at the start, and you can get, you know, it tells you, oh, you can unlock 20 additional games by going to their site and downloading and loading onto it via USB. However, that seems to have changed, because this one already had all 40 Neo Geo titles available for it, loaded onto it. So I didn't have to actually do anything. They were already there. The 20 is a very fighter heavy lineup, and as far as like, you know, I know people have talked about the MVSX and saying that's fighter heavy. Well, this default lineup is very much for fighting games. If you're looking for other stuff, it's a good thing that they have those other 20 games available. And like I said, we'll go into that later. As we go through the video, I'll show you everything that is on it. But as you can see, you know, it shows you what the different buttons do, and this is a lot more useful than the instruction manual. But you know what? Getting ahead of ourselves, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and take a look. I think they did a really nice job with the packaging on this. It's very classy, very nice job with the cardboard. It's higher quality than you would expect. Not the highest quality, but it's solid. So you get the little welcome, your new friend, and then inside you have the instructions, which it tells you some things that are useful, but it doesn't explain a lot of things, so you're kind of left on your own with some of that. But we will dive into all that later. Then you get this little box, which has a USB-C to a USB-A cable in it, which we have stored in the joystick right now. So I didn't put it back in the box, but you get this little pack as well that has a Neo Geo sticker, which the foot's in the way. You get the little feet for it that you can stick on if you need to keep it from sliding around. And this is really cool. Neo Geo SNK branded USB-A to USB-C adapter if you need that for power. It does not have a power brick in it. It's powered off of USB. So we'll show you that, but let's go ahead and get this out right now. So here it is, and it is a big boy. And this was something I was planning on replacing my use of the 8-bit Do arcade stick when I'm using like the SteamDeck or something for it, but and I probably still will, but it's definitely bigger than I thought it would be. For some reason, I thought it would be more like this size. So it's hefty. It fits on your lap. The joystick is there. It has a nice click to it. The buttons are really nice. They've got a matte finish to them, so it doesn't look like it, but they feel really good. They're kind of Sanwa style clones, but like definitely like higher quality than what you get on like an arcade 1-up kind of thing. So very impressed with the quality of that. I actually kind of like these better than the buttons on the 8-bit Do arcade stick. I think I mean, they're very similar, but I think, those have a bit more give. And it's something about the matte finish on this makes it feel a little classier. Downside is the button layout, A, B, C, D. So it's the diamond, like on the Neo Geo CD control pad, instead of going up and over like on the MVS cabinet. And I wish that was the case. But it is nice that they have these extra buttons, so you can do some configuration, especially if you put some extras on here, as we will be discussing later in the video. On the bottom, we have the headphone jack. We have a player 1, player 2. So if you have the Neo Geo Mini controllers that you can plug in, you can plug one of those into these ports and use it as a second player. So somebody can be playing with you on this. It just kind of daisy chains in there. It's a little awkward of a spot considering it's in the front of it instead of in the back, which would have made a little more sense, especially if everybody's moving the cords around. Like, how close do you have to sit to somebody? But it's there. It's an option, so you can do 2-player. On the other side here, we have a USB-C, HDMI, and a USB-A. So the USB-A is if you want to transfer something to it. So if you have one where you have to load the unlock games and unlock them in the system, this already had it on there. So I think there was a firmware update somewhere between the time this came out, which was like, I think 5 or 6 years ago, and now. I'm not even sure when this one specifically would have been produced, but I think it's a couple years old. Does it say down here? It has the model number, but I don't know. Anyway, plug a USB drive in there. And that's also going to be useful if we do the high-low hack and add more games, which we'll get into later in the video. Check the timestamps if you're just interested in seeing what the high-low hack is like, as I am going to be testing that out. Haven't done it yet, so that'll be fun to see. HDMI, so you connect this to your TV. Boom. There you go. And that's how you can play the games on it. The USB-C is for power. So included with it, here on the bottom, we got this cool little storage compartment. Nice and firm, which I like. But here is the USB-C cable. So this is what you plug in to power it if you are using it as a console. You have it in console mode, you're playing the games loaded on it, you want this plugged in, and then USB-A. It does not come with a power brick, but any 5-volt AC adapter will work. Or if you have a USB port on something that puts out 5 volts, you can do that. So yeah, like basically you can plug it into, if you have a USB on your couch, you can plug this in and it'll work. But that is the power cord basically for using it as a console that was in this box. But I put it in here. Now, there is another cord attached in this storage compartment. And this is a USB-A one. And it's got like the little power thing. So it's like, well, what the hell is this then? If that's the power cable, what's this guy doing? Well, this is what you plug into another device to use it as a joystick, to use it in joystick mode. So that is what this fella is for. And so you don't need to be using both at the same time. The instructions actually caution you against that. It says do not connect the power cable in the console mode do not connect the power cable in the console mode and the USB cable in the joystick mode at the same time. So don't do that. But this is a really interesting part. After using the console mode, do not use the joystick mode immediately. It is recommended to turn off the power and wait for 3 minutes before enabling joystick mode. So I found that to be very, very interesting. We'll just put that back in here. And speaking of joystick mode, there we go. So speaking of that, we have these buttons on the side. So here you have the turbo mode. So if you want to assign rapid fire turbo to a button and be a cheater, unless it's a shoot 'em up game, you can, but by using that. I haven't done that yet. Then you have the options button, select and start. So those are your coin and your start buttons for the games. Options pulls up a menu, so you can access the save states and everything, which I will be showing you once we get into the actual gameplay of it. Here you have the little indicator which shows if it's in console mode or joystick mode. So the open right now, it's in joystick mode. If we put it there, it's in to the solid one, it's in console mode. So it all depends on what you use it for. And then you have these 1, 2, and 3 buttons. And these are depending on what you're playing. It's the platform switch. So there's one is for the Neo Geo Mini, or if you're using the PC1 or PC2. And I'm not entirely sure what the difference of those are yet. So I'm gonna say using it as a joystick with the mini Neo Geo Mini, it's on 1. If we're using it on like PC or Switch, we will want 2 or 3, and that's something we will figure out together as we go through this video. But that is what we have on it. It's very sturdy. It feels really good. It's hefty, you know. It's got some weight to it. It does not feel cheap at all, nor does it look cheap. It looks great. My only issue is that they went with the diamond layout instead of going this way, but I am glad that they added the extra buttons. So that is the Neo Geo Arcade Stick Pro, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we need to know about this that I'm forgetting to share with you before we dive into the gameplay. There is no power. It comes on automatically when it's plugged in, whichever mode you're in. These light up, so there's that. But yeah, that is it. Oh yeah, the hilo hack will allow you to put other games on, Neo Geo games. I'm keeping this purely Neo Geo. I think I might put some Capcom fighting games on there and do some other things, or maybe like a Thomas Wave if that's an option. I'm not sure what all is in the hilo hack package. So that's something that we're going to be discovering together through the course of this video. But yeah, that, and the interesting thing about, that reminds me. So there's the language setting for English. This is sold in the North American market, right? Like I just bought this off of Amazon. And we have the English instructions. It's USB, but the games in it and all the menus are in English. The default system language is in English. So everything comes up just as it would, but the games are all Japanese ROMs. So if you're playing Fatal Fury, if you're playing King of Fighters and you want to read the story stuff, you either need to know Japanese because they are the Japanese ROMs. If there's a way to switch that, I have not figured it out. I think they're just the Japanese ROMs and that's it. And that's something that none of the reviews of this have told me. I haven't seen any of that. Nothing indicating that they're Japanese ROMs. So if you want like an English language experience, be aware of that. And in that case, like that was the thing that made me go from like, do I want to leave this stock or do I want to try the hilo hack with it? Yeah, that's the overview of the Arcade Stick Pro. So with all that, let's take a look at how it does as a joystick. Okay, so I now have the Arcade Stick Pro, the ASP, the ASP,
as we'll call it, plugged in to the Neo Geo Mini. Something to be aware of, that little USB to USB-C adapter I showed you, you need that in order to plug it into the Mini. Forgot about that. But yeah, you just take the cord out of the compartment on there, the one with the little power bump thing. You plug it into the USB-C adapter, you plug it into the Mini, and you are good to go. It all works. So here we are scrolling through everything, and we're gonna take a look at a couple games. I think we'll start with King of Fighters 98, because I love the theme for it. I really do. It works with everything. I did this little remix video.
It all began in '94, kept on rolling in '95. This is where it plays in '96. It came to an end in '97, and now it comes, and here we go. KO Peddlers here again. Nothing's gonna stop us. 1998.
There we go. All right. So I'm going to hit the buttons on the side. And do anything. Well, start does. So if we go to team play, hit A. All right, let's. I'm gonna try to bring up the menu here. Yeah, there we go. So we can take a look at some of the settings. Let me turn this off, and I'm gonna see how that looks. Yeah, you hit the start and select button at the same time on the side of the arcade stick, and it brings this up so you can access your save states and everything. Let's see how it plays. We are just using the diamonds. There we go. A lot easier to do power wave. I'm not really good at this yet. Hey, nice. Ooh. Yeah, a lot easier to do special moves if you know what you're doing. I really like the way this stick feels, especially compared to the 8-bit dough. I felt like this is the best I've done with my. There we go. I love the fact that that the Ikari Warriors guys are in the King of Fighters games. That makes me so happy. But yeah, so there you have it. Let's just quit out of this and take a look at another game real quick. Cyberlip, which I think gets heavily overlooked. This is such a fun game. You know, you can really see like precursors to Metal Slug in it.
The federal government, facing an increased population crisis, approved development of a space colony project. The federal government appointed Colony CO5 as the military fortress. Many military androids were sent there. They were found to be defective. Numerous problems occurred in the military. The federal government installed a supercomputer in Colony CO5 to control the android. Android military troops were made and trained against the invading aliens. The federal military had reduced their soldiers and become weakened. The fruits of man's intelligence have gone out of control.
Cyberlip. The military android has landed in the old town area.
I like the fact that the voiceover is still in English, even though the text is all in Japanese in this.
Ready, go!
Yeah, downside is we have the diamond layout, and if we, yeah, no way to adjust the key mapping on the Neo Geo Mini. Whoops. Not the easiest to get them to shoot up. You really have to get it right in the center. Having the jump button right below the fire button is really messing me up.
Reloading magazine completed.
But there you have it. That is the Neo Geo Mini in joystick mode. So works really well. Very happy with that. Let's check out some other stuff. Okay, so I have plugged this into my SteamDeck. And right away it worked. I was able to move and everything, select games. So we're going to check out old Dodonpachi. See how this handles. The start button on the side handles that. Cool. This is working pretty good. So let's take a look at Novice and see what happens. It's going to be weird trying to figure out where everything is. All right. Oh, okay. Huh. All right, so this might take some configuration. I do not seem to have a button for my regular gun. B button is not doing anything. Oh, I activated the hyper though. B button is the bombs. Nothing else seems to do anything. C button activates the hyper. Alright, nope. We're not going to do that. Alright, let's start and select. Okay, alright, we'll check the settings here. Alright, okay, so I don't want to change this right now because I don't want to screw up when I go back to the controller. I'm not ready to go all out, go all in on the stick for this without being able to create a profile. So we're just not going to do that right now. We'll take a look and see. All right, so that's turbo shot. We'll go. All right, oh, that's why. Shot is A. Turbo shot is X. Hyper will be B. And bomb will be Y. So now I have it mapped to the diamonds. So let's go ahead and change. Oh, okay. So like the gray one here doesn't want to do anything. It's not registering. So you have the diamond, then you have 2 gray buttons, 2 white buttons. If I hit the white button, it goes to LB. If I hit the gray button right next to it, it doesn't do anything. And so those are your shoulder buttons. But we'll just do it there and see how this changes things. There we go. I will say I like the way this handles. Yeah. Oopsie. Oh, shit. So there you go. That's Dodonpachi. That's a shooter. Interesting with the controller mapping on this, and I'm just going to hopefully set everything back to default there before I quit out and forget. So yeah, that's a look at that. I like it. Okay, I'm taking a look at Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves, and this is having some of the same issues as I was having with Dodonpachi. So there's going to be stuff that I don't have access to because those two buttons were not being recognized.
Since the fall of
So
the city of Southtown has never been the same. Its people have
I can get the 6 buttons, but I have like a gap between them. So ooh. Yeah, so right now I don't have access to a lot of stuff. I can't do any throws. Maybe because of how I was setting it up, I don't have access to a lot of stuff. Not that I'm that great anyway, but
Did you truly think you could get the better of me with a silly dance?
game over.
let's take a look at a couple of things.
System.
All right. Oh, okay. So now it looks like the hmm. Okay, so that's the left button. Huh. Yeah, so this is all kinds of messed up. I mean, granted, I'm in arcade and I don't have a lot to choose from, but no, so I have to hit select. I cannot get the top gray button to work. When I hit the bottom one, it would, well, it was kind of working. I think it depends on what switch you have the button on. So if I go, like, RB is like the bottom gray one. LT is the top far right now. Yeah, let's let's just go back to defaults here, and we'll see what happens on this. I'm playing with the arcade controller, but that's okay. So it works. You're gonna want to have to really configure it though to your liking, and that is weird though that I wasn't getting the third button that would be D if this had like the normal Neo Geo layout to it.
Round one. Get ready. Fight.
Okay. Yeah, so that bottom one is my rev guard, but the top one doesn't do anything. Huh.
Round two. Get ready. Fight.
If I hit the two far right ones together, that's my rev. I don't know how to activate my gear.
When the hell did you get this strong? Fights with you are always the coolest.
I'm Terry Bogard. I'm kind of homeless. I just like to fight. Okay, now we'll take a look at Garou on Steam. And see how this does.
Get serious! Round one. Fight!
Huh.
Round two. Fight! Get serious! Round one. Fight!
Huh.
Round two. Fight!
I don't know how to do any of the moves. Oh, there we go. The layout and the way the buttons are definitely works a lot better with the older game here than it does the newer one. At least, like that's for me, because I suck and I have no idea what I'm doing, and I would have to configure these a lot better. Yeah, that's me done on this. So yeah, moving right along. Okay, so now we're taking a look at how it handles emulation on the Raspberry Pi emulator box I have set up. I plugged it in immediately, and it prompted me to configure it, which is awesome. I didn't have to go into a menu or anything. It's just like, hey, new controller, here it is. Go ahead and map the buttons and everything. Now, I did notice that issue I was having with the third top button. That was not registering at all. So I don't know if that is a setting that's there, or if it's something wrong with this particular arcade stick. But we will take a look at that. In the meantime, let's go ahead and add it in. So, like, I have the LB and RB buttons mapped to the far right white buttons. My hotkey is the bottom gray button. And then I have the 4 buttons in the diamond configuration all mapped out. So we will go ahead and do this. We'll go with the Hulkster brother. Oof, DiBiase's getting me. Ooh, that's bad. Oh. Oh, ran out of time there. So that's Wrestlefest. Let's check out another game. Now we are checking out King of the Fighters on Thomas Wave. All right, so I'm out of time. All right, so ooh, that is not running good.
Are you ready? Let it go!
don't think my special attack is working. It's that button. Let's try. Huh.
You win. Select your team leader. Select the order.
The button mapping is all messed up on this, so I have to mess around with it. That's a me issue. All right, let's check something else out. It's gonna do a little better with 6 buttons. Because this definitely isn't cutting it as is. Okay. So let's check out Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay. Yeah, so this is very awkward with the way the buttons are mapped, considering that mapping is really bothering me, and I've tried it in a few different modes, and I can't get it to work. So I'm not sure if it is the just the joystick or not, but let's go into console mode and take a look at the actual games on the arcade stick, and we will see about configuring it from there. Okay, we are in console mode now. And here we have it powering it up. I have not installed the high-low hack yet. We will see about that, but I want to test some stuff out first and see. But as you can see, all right, we'll go. That's right, I haven't gone through the list yet. So we got 40 games on here. The box says 20, but and then you can go and download an additional 20, or whichever one's out of that 20 that you want, if you want to expand the lineup. But mine had all 40 games right out of the box. So there you have it. Yeah, you have it's very fighter heavy. You have King of Fighters 95, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2002, Fatal Fury Special, Fatal Fury 3, Garou Mark of the Wolves, Samurai Showdown 2, 3, 4, and 5 Special, Art of Fighting, World Heroes 2, World Heroes 2 Jet. I haven't heard of that one. World Heroes Perfect, Ninja Masters, Last Blade 2, and Super Tag Battle Kazuna Encounter. Those are the 20 that came on it. So like all fighting games basically. Then you can download Fatal Fury, Fatal Fury 2, Real Bout, Fatal Fury Special, Savage Rain, Art of Fighting 3, Last Blade, Samurai Showdown 1, Metal Slug 2, Metal Slug X, Metal Slug 3, Metal Slug 4, Metal Slug 5, Ninja Combat, the Super Spy. That's a really cool inclusion. I'm glad that they had that available for download. Shock Troopers Second Squad. Nice to see. League Bowling, incredible inclusion. I'm glad that they put that in there. Soccer Brawl and Super Sidekicks. So we're going to take a look at some LSL games, but first let's dive into the settings here. Again, these are all Japanese ROMs, so you can see the firmware that had that is 1.6. Nothing for the controls. So we'll go back and we're just going to go ahead and dive in. I'm going to hit the option button. So now we can go to controller settings. I'm going to figure this out. Please press the button for setting A. Okay. And that. All right. So that button isn't working. So you can see here the A, B, C, and D is set up, but right beside C is the one that doesn't work. So that is that's really frustrating. As well as having like the B up and down. So I'd rather get A, B, C, D, but I can't do that. You know, like like the normal Neo Geo layout. But I can't go there. I can go to the last one. So we can go. Yeah, but that one will not work. So this is getting sent back, unfortunately. So let's get a. Oops, Jesus. There we go. All right. So that's very unfortunate, but we'll play a little Metal Slug too. So you will not see the high-low hack. I'm not going to install that since this is broken.
Metal Slug 2.
Yeah, we're just gonna dive in.
Okay. Mission 1. Start.
Save Dan Richards from debunking.
Heavy machine gun.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you. Okay. Heavy machine gun. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm really disappointed here, and this is where we're gonna end the review. I think since that button is not working. Now overall, I like the build of this. You know, I really like how it feels. It's got weight to it. It's quality. You know, but man, that is a heartbreaker that it's not working. Honestly, like there's some good inclusions in here, and that that button not working, it's not going to affect most things because the Neo Geo is 4 buttons. You know, but again, you are limited to that diamond configuration. Instead of the going up and over if you want like the big red hat or the actual arcade stick that came with the AES. So I mean I could open it up and fiddle with it, but I think it's just going to be easier to return it. It's worth checking out. That is a huge disappointment that button was working, but honestly for what I was looking at it to do as an arcade stick thing for, you know, other not so much for like the emulation, but like to use with the Steam Deck, because I have like several arcade stick setups for the emulation stuff I record. I have a 8-bit DOE. I have like the wired controllers when I'm at the arcade cabinet and all that. So, and the GRS super joystick in there. So this I wanted something that I could use with like the Steam Deck and the Switch. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I could not get this to work with the Switch. Supposedly it does. I could not figure it out. I tried every setting. I tried everything I could think of. It just didn't want to work. And with that button not working, that's a deal breaker. It is a little big for what I want it for. And honestly, like the thing where it's like wait 3 minutes before going into from console mode to joystick mode, that's a little weird. But I mean, here we are. So, and that button still isn't working in console mode. Didn't work in joystick mode either on any of the systems that we tested it out with today. Well, I guess I didn't really notice it on the Mini, but that wasn't as configurable as the others. So, yeah, it's like I said, you can get this for like $100, and for like a console, if you want, like especially like the fighting games, like I really like it, and honestly, like I like the joystick a lot better than the 8-bit DOE fight stick. I really like the joystick, and even though I didn't know what I was doing with like the button configuration, I felt like if I knew what I was doing, I would be having an easier time pulling off stuff than I have with the 8-bit DOE. Yeah, that the joystick is just a lot better. The overall construction of it feels sturdier. The buttons feel better than the 8-bit DOE. But I guess I'll be looking for another arcade stick, because this is going to be going back. And that's really sad. So there's my review of this, but the good news is Unico has brought back the MVSX, which was a bar top / combination like stand that you could get that replicates the Neo Geo, the MVS Big Red cabinet, and that just came back, and I think I might be reviewing one of those next. Once this gets returned. So but yeah, there you have it. That's the Neo Geo. Like, God, that's such a bummer about that button. But yeah. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Okay, a quick update, everybody. We're gonna end this video on a slightly higher note. So I the button wasn't working. I went to return it, but apparently it was a non-returnable item, and not something I was aware of when I bought it. But they gave me a refund and said I could keep the item. So okay, cool. I've got this. I haven't put the high-low hack mod on it yet, but I took it apart, and we I checked the button, and it was kind of what I suspected, that one of the connectors was just completely off. It did seem a little loose. Wasn't completely happy with that, but it's back on there. So let's just kind of dive in and see how this does on a few games using those. We're gonna remap these buttons, and I'm trying to remember where that was. But okay, yeah. So we'll dive into King of Fighters 98 because I like the theme song. And yeah, hopefully we will have a much better experience. I'm gonna listen to this again though because it rocks.
It all began in 94, kept on rolling in 95. This is where it plays in 96, it came to an end in 97, and now it comes, and here we go. Cable Peddlers here again. Nothing's gonna stop us, 1998.
All right. Oh, actually. We can go A, B, C, and D. Boom. Look at that. It's working. It's working. Oh, man. That's awesome. And sorry, I'm just having. Yeah. Oh, so cool. All right.
The King of Fighters!
I don't know who to pick for the last one. Go with Clark. Good old Akari Warriors. I mean, I still suck at this game. I know this isn't gonna make me any better at it, but you know.
Lady, go!
Hey, there we go. There's that button. Oh man, this feels so much better now. Oops. Oh yeah, this feels good. This feels really good in console mode. I just wish that there were English ROMs. That's the only thing missing. Oh shit. Oh no. Not cool. There we go. All right. But yeah, that's there we go. pretty cool. I'm actually going to whoops. I'm gonna save it here. I'm gonna come back to this when I'm done. I won't subject you all to it. Now the button setup that I have is game specific. The system stuff, it's still as labeled on the joystick. So like I have B labeled as A in the game, but we're going to hit it as A there. But yeah, there you have it. And let's just real quick take a look at Metal Slug to just to show you how better. I'm not gonna go. I promise I won't go too much into this. If you're still with me now, thank you for being here. But whoops.
Metal Slug.
Oh wait, we do want the options. That's right. With the controller set up. I'm getting mixed up now. Controller setting. Boom. And we'll go I'm just wait, we'll go I don't like that. We're just gonna do it like this, and then A B C D. First we'll go with Marco.
Mission 1. Start.
There we go. Save Dan Richards. Gonna be dunking.
Thank you. Heavy machine gun.
Oops. There. Look at that, I can throw grenades. I can jump.
Thank you. Okay. Enemy chaser.
Okay. Thank you. Heavy missile. Thank you. Rocket launcher.
Yeah, there's Metal Slug. Plays great with the buttons configured like that. So I'm definitely a fan of this joystick. It's way better than the Mini. If you're going to choose between the two, and yeah, being able to use it as an actual joystick is super cool. It's very, very big though, but I like it, and you know, I probably do like it better than the 8-bit dough arcade stick, but the 8-bit dough is definitely more portable, and has a little different button options. So like the start, select, and all that is on the side of the SNK one. Not the easiest thing to go to unless you know what you're exactly where you're going. Like I went to hit start and I accidentally hit select, or I thought I was hitting select and I hit option doing this. But yeah, that is it. And yeah, if the buttons work, this is a great little piece of kit. So all right, well, that's all. I had to put this update in at the end. So thanks for sticking with me. And if you have it, let me know what you think. How do you like to set this up? Do you use it with emulation, or do you just use it as a standalone console stick? Let me know. And thanks again for watching. And I will see you all next time.